Welcome back to the channel, dog lovers. We all know that iconic image. A dog happy to see us, tail going a mile a minute. It's the universal sign of canine happiness, right? Well, that's actually only part of the story. Today, we're diving deep into the science and psychology behind the dog's tail wag. It's much more complex than just a simple, "I'm happy." A dog's tail is a sophisticated communication tool. A furry semaphore flag broadcasting their emotions, intentions, and even their overall state of mind. By the end of this 10-minute documentary, you'll be able to read your dog's mood with a clarity you never had before. So grab your furry friend, settle in, and let's unravel the secret language of the wag. First things first, why do dogs even have tails? Beyond balance, especially when running or making sharp turns, think of it like a rudder on a boat. The tail is absolutely critical for scent dispersion. A dog's anal glands release chemical signals, or pheromones, and when a dog wags its tail, especially when excited or stressed, those powerful signals are pumped out into the environment, letting other dogs know who they are, how they feel, and if they're friend or foe. This is why a scared or submissive dog will often tuck their tail tightly between their legs. They are literally trying to shut off their personal broadcasting system, minimizing scent release and signaling that they are not a threat. A calm, confident dog, on the other hand, might hold their tail high and proud, maximizing that scent spread. Now, let's tackle the heart of the matter. What does the wag actually mean? For the longest time, researchers assumed that any tail movement was indicative of positive arousal. We now know that's not true. A wag is an indication of arousal, meaning the dog is stimulated, but that stimulation could be positive, like excitement, or negative, like anxiety or uncertainty. To correctly interpret a wag, we need to look at three primary variables: the speed, the amplitude, and most importantly, the direction. Let's start with speed and amplitude. The speed of the wag tells us about the intensity of the dog's emotion. A fast, frantic, propeller-like wag usually signals high excitement and friendliness, especially when greeting a familiar person. This is often accompanied by a low, sweeping amplitude, meaning the entire body might wiggle along with the tail. This full-body wiggle is the universal "I love you and I'm so happy to see you" sign. Conversely, a small, stiff, rapid vibration, almost like a tremor, right near the base of the tail indicates high internal conflict or anxiety. The dog is highly aroused but unsure of how to react. You often see this when a dog is meeting a strange dog for the first time or when they are in a stressful, unpredictable environment. This isn't a relaxed, happy wag. It's a warning sign that the dog is stressed and potentially ready to react defensively. Then there is the slow, deliberate wag, sometimes described as a gentle pendulum swing. The tail is held at a neutral or slightly lowered position and moves slowly back and forth. This often signifies cautious interest, assessment, or mild uncertainty. The dog is processing the situation but is not overly excited or stressed. They are simply gathering information. You see a very high, fast wag with the tail almost touching the dog's back. That's usually a signal of intense excitement mixed with high confidence, perhaps bordering on arrogance or alertness. Think of a hunting dog or a guard dog that is highly focused on something specific. It's a very engaged, energized state. But the most groundbreaking research in the last couple of decades concerns the direction of the wag. This is where communication gets incredibly specific and fascinating. Studies conducted at the University of Trieste in Italy, led by Dr. Giorgio Valortagara, utilized video recordings and heart rate monitors to study how dogs reacted to other dogs displaying asymmetrical wags. What they found completely changed our understanding of canine communication. A tail that predominantly wags to the dog's right side, meaning the tail sweeps more into the space on the right side of the dog's body, is an indication of positive emotion, often approach and affiliation. This side of the body is controlled by the left hemisphere of the brain, which in both humans and dogs is often associated with positive emotions, social bonding, and approach behavior. When dogs are relaxed and happy, or when they see their owner, they exhibit a right-biased wag. However, when a dog experiences negative or cautious arousal, such as seeing an unfamiliar, intimidating dog, they exhibit a left-biased wag. The tail sweeps predominantly into the space on the left side of their body. This corresponds to increased activity in the right hemisphere of the brain, which processes withdrawal, anxiety, and fear. Crucially, the study also observed the reaction of the dogs who were watching these wags. Dogs exposed to the right-sided happy wag remained calm and relaxed. But when dogs were shown video of another dog exhibiting a left-sided anxious wag, their heart rate increased significantly, and they showed clear signs of stress and avoidance. This proves that dogs aren't just exhibiting these asymmetries randomly. They are actively interpreting the directional signal from other dogs. They recognize the left wag as a sign of stress or potential conflict. So, how can you apply this knowledge in daily life? First, look at the base of the tail, not just the tip. The base position is the foundation of the communication. A high-set tail generally indicates confidence and alertness. A low-set, relaxed tail in a neutral position indicates a calm, safe state. The tail tucked tightly between the legs signals fear, submission, or severe anxiety. Never approach a dog with a fully tucked tail, as they are likely terrified and might react defensively. Second, combine the position with the movement. The fast, low, right bias sweep is the gold standard for "I am friendly and happy to see you." This is the dog asking for interaction. The stiff, high, rapid quiver, especially if it's left biased, it's a major red flag indicating high stress and potential defensiveness. Give that dog space. Understanding the tail wag is also vital for ensuring safe interactions, especially in dog parks or when introducing dogs. If one dog is trying to initiate play with a sweeping, right-biased wag, but the other dog is responding with a stiff, high, rapidly vibrating tail, they are speaking two different languages. The stiff-tailed dog is saying, "I am stressed and uncertain," while the other dog is saying, "Let's play." This mismatch can easily lead to conflict because the signals aren't aligned. As an owner, you need to step in and manage that interaction before it escalates. Finally, remember that the wag isn't the only signal. It must be read in context with the dog's other body language. Look at the ears. Pinned back ears show fear, while relaxed or forward-facing ears show interest. Look at the eyes, whale eye, where the whites of the eyes are prominently visible, a classic sign of stress. And, of course, look at the posture. A relaxed, soft body means comfort, while a frozen, rigid posture means tension and potential aggression. The tail wag is the headline, but the rest of the body language is the fine print. So the next time your dog greets you with a wag, take a moment to observe more closely. Is it a full-bodied, happy right sweep, or a stiff, slightly anxious left vibration? By paying attention to the speed, amplitude, and direction, you unlock a deeper understanding of your dog's emotional world. It allows us to be better caretakers, better friends, and better communicators with the incredible creatures we share our lives with. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the fascinating psychology of the canine tail wag. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more science fact dog content, and let us know in the comments, what kind of wag does your dog do when you get home? We'll see you in the next Canine Secrets video.